play too much video games. It's not my forte, but I'm gonna do the best I can. Oop, look at this guy. See ya. So I kind of want to talk today about I don't know if you guys have heard of Neuralink. So this is Elon Musk's one of his projects. We all know he's most famous for, or at least mainstream media knows mostly about Tesla, and then SpaceX and PayPal, yada yada yada. But one thing that people don't really talk about, guys, is, well, it's becoming more talked about now, but it was kind of in the dark for a little bit, and that's Neuralink. That's one of his companies that essentially what it is they implant a very small chip into your head. The procedure is very, very simple. It's actually made with machines, so that it's very precise and safe and stuff. But what it is they cut a small portion of your skull. It sounds pretty gruesome, but and they install this little chip into your brain, and it has a little pad that sends electrodes into your brain, and it can help with certain functions that you have deficiencies with. For example, someone with Parkinson's disease, it can help them with less shaking. I'm going to jump into a different match. It can help them with less shaking and better function. Some of the other things talked about is it could be a huge help for people who are suffering with anxiety and depression. So what this chip can do is, it shoots the electrodes into your brain and activates the neurons and different chemicals in your brain that makes them work a different way, so that you get almost like it's just natural. I don't want to say natural in a weird way, but it's it just makes your brain function as if it was naturally doing that, without any medication or anything like that. It's just signals in your brain, and it can improve people's mental cognition. It can improve motor function, creativity, hopefully make me a better Call of Duty player, because I really don't do this too much, guys. I own a couple of other businesses, and this is just something to give it a whirl. But yeah, it's a very cool piece of technology, and it's working with AI, and it just betters itself. So it can create it can help over the long run, for it just learns who you are, and it can start working on deficiencies that originally weren't planned for, and it just it kind of works as it goes. Pretty sweet piece of technology. But another cool part about it is that Elon Musk is talking about just communication can be done without talking, because essentially it's a Bluetooth in your brain, and
It's too close. Fight harder.
It's a Bluetooth in your brain, and essentially you can tap into the same frequency as, say, a friend, and you guys and you guys can pretty much be communicating without words. You have a thought, and you want to talk to your friend, and you guys can just communicate.
Lost the lead.
And how crazy is that? How insane is that to think that technology has come to this point? This was all this was all just a myth. This is all just dreams. When we were growing up, I'm 24 years old. This kind of stuff is, it was unimaginable. Now we're starting to see flying cars and stuff, and everything from the cartoons and movies where they were fantasies, and now it's almost fantasy is becoming a full-blown reality. And with AI, I mean, robots coming more and more. Like, I believe there's the first run for like prototypes for like robots that are going to be doing labor it's going to be released this year. It's pretty insane world we're living in, guys, but you know, take a look more about Neuralink. It's an absolutely insane project. It's an insane piece of technology. And there was a story that they had tested it on a monkey, and you know, they had the monkey playing video games. How insane is that? And then you gotta just kind of think, what's the future for this? Like, obviously we'll want to look at the most positive way and see how it can affect the world in the most positive light, but you know, what happens if it gets in the hands of the wrong person? So we kind of have to like think about it in an ethical standpoint. Like, is it okay to be manipulating your biology in that way? You know, I mean, I guess like that it's your body, your choice. So you know, most likely there's not going to be much backlash if you want to do it for yourself, but you know, just thinking about it, is it the right thing to do? And what kind of risks are out there for this kind of technology being available to the general public? Could it be used? Could it be used in terms of? Could it be used in terms of like warfare? So, what do we really know about it? Like how secure it's gonna be? It's a pretty insane future to think about. You know, communicating just via like thinking in the future, that would be insane. It would definitely make things better, but I could see how it could be abused. So I'm all for it, honestly, but like there has to be almost a security to it that it can't be tampered with and that it can't be exploited, because there can be some serious repercussions to humanity itself if, you know, if it gets into the wrong hands. So, but it's a really cool piece of technology. Like, it would save a lot of time. It would be very efficient. Like, imagine being in the workplace, you know, looking at it from the positive side. Like, you know, like, say we all working remote from home, like you could just, you know, talk to whoever you want, no phone calls, none of that kind of stuff. Like, it's just like, you know, you think of it and you can do it.
Enemy contact.
It's pretty insane to think. Or like, let's take it from like a standpoint, like say in warfare, like forget the radios and all the signals and all those crazy stuff. It's just like, at this point, it would make things efficiency rise. Like, for example, say a soldier is down or something like that, instead of, you know, calling the helicopter with all these old school different, you know, call signs and in different, you know, frequencies on the radios and all that stuff. It's just, you know, you think about it, you tell, you know, the medevac where to land, and then you pick up your fallen soldiers. So like, or just in terms of emergencies too, like even imagine if, like, for example, let's just say like you're having a heart attack or something like that, and you have that split second to call 911 or something. And like, you know, technology can definitely this technology can definitely be used in a very positive light, and I'm hopeful for it. And I think that it has a great place in the future, and I think that it can definitely help humanity just advance to the next level. And, you know, especially with like all this talk about space travel and all that kind of stuff, I mean, it's only the next step. But I'm gonna play one more game, guys. It's only the next step, but you know, you really got to think about what is going to happen. And it's, you know, it can be scary, or it can be very interesting. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think, by the way. Give me a like, give me a sub. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys think. One more match, guys. Nuketown, Russia. Russia. where's my weapon? Here it is. Alright. Down you go.
Reloading! Cover me!
What just happened? You guys let me know what just happened. I don't play this game too much. I don't play video games at all, honestly. Oh, I think I just... Oh, okay. I was like, how did this game end? Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. You guys are all going down, mother...
Lost the lead.
Target's inside!
Close. Fight harder. We've taken the lead.
Alright. Alright, so here we are, and this is a really cool map, by the way. It's literally just a frozen nuke town. That's why they call it Russian nuke town, I guess. Because Russia's supposedly all part of Siberia.
Recon ready for deployment. Hunter killer drone on
That's another
standby.
crazy thing to think. Imagine being like a German soldier in the 40s and having to walk through the coldness of Russia, dealing with Siberian tigers, just freezing to death. Isn't that crazy? How warfare used to be back in the day. Completely unrelated to Neuralink. But what do you guys think about Elon Musk? Do you think he's the smartest person in the world right now? The guy has his own cryptocurrency, for God's sake. And he just invested 1.5 billion into Bitcoin. I mean, like, this guy's
Hunter killer drone
the
deployed.
next gen. Like there's not that many Elon Musks around doing what he does. You know, this guy's just like constantly. I'm almost sure he tried the first prototype of Neuralink. That's why he can just keep thinking of these crazy ideas.
Contact with enemy!
He's probably just running around with the first Neuralink. He's gonna, you know, be light years ahead of us before it's available to us. Maybe he's got a little team of people with Neuralink, and they're all just like mass creating crazy technology. And by the time we get Neuralink, all the ideas would have been thought of. Who knows? That was just a joke. I love Elon Musk. I think he's one of the greatest entrepreneurs of all time. I totally trust his judgment. I think he's an outstanding guy. And I believe in what he's doing. Personally, I'd just like to see some more trials be done of like the installment, the procedure of installing this Neuralink into your brain. So, you know, I'd probably wait it out and see how those trials go. Ooh, shoot. Why can't I knife this guy? Alright, you know what?
Friendly predator missile inbound.
But yeah, I would wait for a few more test trials, and then I would probably get it installed once I'm more confident that, you know, it's actually gonna be a safe procedure. Yeah, I think it would be a very interesting thing, you know. Just being on a whole new level. I feel like it'd almost be kind of like taking the limitless pill. NZT48. Eddie Mora, anybody? If you've watched the movie Limitless, please give me a comment down below or like this video, because that is a spectacular movie. And if you haven't watched it, guys, please do. It's with Bradley Cooper, one of my favorite movies of all time. Guy just takes a pill and he can do anything.
Online.
Target's inside!
Hunter killer drone ready for deployment.
And one of his enemies is a Russian. Ironically, we're in Russian Newtown. Oh shoot. But yeah, it'd be cool. What do you guys think if you're just like super wired all the time and just super, you know, creative and just intuitive, and you can just, you you know, think of something and do it, and there's no lack of energy, like no deficiencies. Like, how crazy would that? And then again, like if everybody has, I mean, you got to think about it, right? If everybody has this Neuralink chip,
Contact with enemy.
would it all be the same again? Would we all be on the same playing field? Would we all stop thinking of it as
Almost complete.
will we all
Keep it
stop
up.
thinking it's as cool
Friendly
as it really
hunter-killer
is
drone
because
deployed.
everyone's just on the same wavelength? That's one thing
We're
to
almost
consider.
there. Keep it up. Hunter-killer drone deployed.
Tango down.
Friendly predator
Personally,
missile
I
inbound.
would definitely get it. I just need to know for a fact that like it's
UAV online.
safe to install, because like that's your brain, and it's definitely scary to put anything there. And yeah, I mean, that's all I got. Look at that victory. Woo. But you guys let me know. If you guys want me to bump up the energy, let me know. This is pretty casual.